Hey everyone, we're back. Yes, we are. We are doing my bracket challenge to the 2021 playoffs here. This is going to be such an incredible playoffs series. Round 1, Round 2, Conference Final, Stanley Cup Final, and finding out who's going to be the Stanley Cup champions of 2021. There's so many teams you can say this one and this one. Kind of like, who's the best team of the NHL this year? It's hard to pick one team. You might be like, it's going to be Colorado, it's Vegas. It's the Penguins. It's the Carolina Hurricanes. You can even debate Boston, for example, at the end there. You can say it's the Leafs. There's so many teams you can pick here that because they haven't played each other, they haven't played all the teams. They only played the ones in the division, so it's hard to say who has been the best, like the number one. You can't just pick one. There's so many teams. So this is what's going to make it so unpredictable. Let me know your comments below what your opinion on these are. Of course, these are my opinions, so you can tell me yours in the comments below there. But let's get right into it. And let's start off with the Habs and the Leafs series. This is going to be a really interesting one. 1979 was the last time the Habs and the Leafs played in the playoffs. And when they hit the playoffs, one of them went to the Stanley Cup and won the cup. Every time the Leafs and the Habs had played in the playoffs, in the round one, one of them has went to the Stanley Cup final and won the cup. So we'll see what happens this year. Most likely the Leafs or the Habs, if there's any chance. But we'll see what happens. Let's get into it. So, Campbell versus Allen. Right? And then you have the defense of the Habs and you have the defense of the Leafs. I would see the defense of Leafs and Habs, I should say, about the same. Maybe I get the edge to the Habs of their defense by a little, because defense for the Leafs sometimes could be a little unpredictable at times. But I'm going to say Habs have the better defense by a little. Offense, we know who wins that is the Leafs. Goaltending, wow. I almost have to go with the Habs, but Lisa Campbell, I'm going to have to go with Habs. You have Price and Allen. You never know what Price can do in the playoffs. I know I'm a loyal supporter of Carey Price, so I have to say Habs have better goaltending. But the thing is, it's going to happen, and the Leafs are going to win. Yep. The Leafs are going to win, and they're going to win in 5 games. Would I love to see my Habs be the ones who win in 5 games or in 7 games? Absolutely, but just being realistic here, I just can't see it. I have 5 games. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I see 6 games, 7 games, or even semi-final. I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't see it. I just can't. You know what I mean? The Leafs are just such a good team, and it hasn't been like this in years. Since the original 6, I have to say, even back to the 50s, that's the last time they really had a fantastic team. 40s, I have to say, 40s, 50s. Really, the last time they had a really, really stacked team. I know there's some holes with the Leafs lineup at times, but this is the best they've been in a very long time. Now we have the Oilers and the Jets. This is a very good one. Jets coming into the playoffs, ice cold. Last game they won. They were good, very good, but let's see if that can hold into the playoffs. Offense is the best thing. Defense, not the best, but they have the goaltending. Offense by the Oilers, absolutely. McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, guys like that. And a depth like Chason. Cassie might be back by then. Yamamoto, guys like that. Gahoon. You have those guys. Neal, yeah, I guess he could show up for the playoffs too. You have that depth too. But of course the Jets have better offense, I do think, overall. Actually, oh man, it's equal, isn't it? But I have to give the offense to the Jets. They have Kyle O'Connell, they have Scheifele, they have Wheeler, they have more of a depth of offense. Because you have McDavid and Draisaitl and Nuge. You know what I mean? But I have to get the offense to the Jets, but the defense, Oilers, Jets not the best defense, Oilers not amazing defense, but definitely solid enough for sure. You have Nurse, you have different ones. Lawson, you have Barry, offensive man, not defensive defenseman, and definitely for sure. But the Jets just have Morrissey, Beaulieu, kinda, Heinola, maybe he's gonna play. DeMello, Pionk, just not enough, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this one is in 6 games. Oilers. This one's in 6. I had to say 6. I think the Jets are going to have some offensive spots against Mike Smith. I really do see that. I know Mike Smith's been very good. He's about like 80% or something like that with low saves. Very good at low saves. Absolutely. But that's what I mean, So we'll see how things go. For sure. Avs and the Blues. Wow. You know what? I think the Blues, they have been hot lately. The Blues have been hot lately, going into playoffs being hot. And if the Avs are not on the game, the Blues can take over. You have Ryan O'Reilly, Shen, Tarasenko, Schwartz. Definitely some great players. Kyrou having a really good year this year. Defense has been different without Pietrangelo, but still not bad. Falk, Parenko, Krug, Bortuzzo. I know. Who else? You have Vince Dunn. You have some guys on that blue line for sure. Scandella. For the Avalanche, you have, of course, offense. You got McKinnon, Rantanen, Donskoy, Kadri, Burakovsky, JT Cum for the other game. He had a hat trick. Oh my goodness, he looked so good in that game. Valentin Nijushkin there. That's another one, very good. And on defense, you have Sam Girard. Oh, man, he's so good. Bowen Byron, the rookie. Cale McCaw. Eric Johnson. You have some really, really good ones, so I have to say. And in goal, you have Phil Grubauer for the Avalanche. And the other way, you have Jordan Binnington. On the backups, you have is Huso and Dubnik. But we'll see how... I hope Grubauer can stay healthy. I really do think... Hopefully he can stay healthy through this playoff series. I really hope he does. But I think this one's going to be Avalanche. But I will have to say this. Hold on a sec, everyone. I have to say Avalanche in 6. I think the Blues will contest here. Like last year, Canucks, they got destroyed by the Canucks. But this year, I think a little bit redemption. 2 games to get on the belt for winning. But Avs got this one, I have to say. Yep, 6 games it is. Wow, this is going to be a tough one. Another really tough one. Golden Knights and the Wild. Who's going to win this one? My goodness, I have to say. This is a tough one. Why is it so tough? The Wild played the Golden Knights very, very well this season. But the Golden Knights are such a fantastic team. Who has the better offense? Golden Knights, absolutely. Stone, Pacioretty, Carlson. You have Glass, too. You have Stevenson. On defense, you have Pietrangelo. You have Whitecloud. You have Theodore Martinez. You have guys on that defense. And then goaltending, you have Fleury. And you have Robin Leno. For the offense, for the Wild, you have Bonino, Kaprizov, Fiala, Rass, Zuccarello, Johansson. You have some good guys out there, but the offense isn't as good as the Golden Knights for sure. But defense is pretty solid. Golden Knights and the Wild defense are going to be very interesting how that's going to go. Wild have very good top 4. Ryan Suter, Spurgeon, Brodin, Dumpa. That's your top 4. That is very good. Matches up against the Golden Knights very, very well, I have to say. And in goal, you have Cam Talbot. And you have, of course, Kakkonen, which I'm going to say is going to be Cam Talbot in goal. Of course, the edge has to go to the Golden Knights at this point with the goaltending. But I have to not mark off what Cam Talbot did this season and Kakkonen. Lately, the Wild had been a little so-so the last couple games. But it's okay. Going into the playoffs, I'm sure they're ready to go. and see what happens. But I'm going to take this one Golden Knights in 6 games. Yeah, Golden Knights, 6 games. Sorry, Wild. My 5th favorite team is the Wild. But, gotta say, Golden Knights have this one. I can't see it. That'll be interesting. They actually upset the Golden Knights. Wow, that would be really, really interesting. Alright, moving on to the East we have is the Penguins and the Islanders. What a matchup this is going to be. I keep saying that for everyone. It really is. What a matchup we have here. Penguins and Islanders. You know, Penguins have been so hot lately. Carter, what an addition that is. You have Crosby, Malkin, Carter, Russ, Gensel. So many great players. The goaltending is a concern. Jory, DeSmith. But the offense for the Penguins is just great. If they can get that second line, somewhat consistency for the Penguins, it's going to be Zucker, Malkin, Kapanen. I don't know why I lost it in my mind. Kapanen, Malkin, and Zucker. If that line can be consistent, if that's possible, this is going to be very good. Sometimes they're inconsistent. Zucker's been so-so this season, so we'll see what happens, but you have that, and you have the Islanders shutdown play, Barry Trotz, and you have Pelech and Pollock, you have Dobson, you have Mayfield, you have some Andy Green, you have some guys there. Offense, Palmieri, Sajak, they have done so-so with the Islanders after coming over. You have Barzell, you don't have Lee, but you do have Bailey, you do have some other guys, Pajot, Nelson, definitely some guys for the Islanders for sure. And I'm going to take the Islanders in 7 games, okay? Islanders shutdown play. They had the goaltending too, Varlamov and Sorokin. I definitely think Varlamov will be that guy over Jory. I think they really shut them down. 2 years ago, the Islanders swept the Penguins, but that's a whole nother story there. It might be different for sure, who knows, but yeah, that's how I think it will go. In 7 games, Isles. Capitals and Bruins. This one's tomorrow for Saturday. Oh my goodness. This is a 50-50. Just like the Penguins and the Islanders, Capitals and Bruins, another 50-50. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a great one. I'm glad it's starting tomorrow. This is going to be such an incredible one. Like, you can say Capitals, you can say Bruins. I know a lot of channels have been saying Bruins. But you know what? It is tough not to pick the Bruins. They've been tough. They've been hot lately. You know, Taylor Hall has been playing out of his mind after being traded from Buffalo. You know what the Bruins have. Top line: Marchand, Bergeron, Pastrnak, one of the best NHL lines in the NHL. Then you have now Hall, Krejci, and Smith. They said that Bruins have not had that second line that good with Krejci since losing Lucic and Nathan Horton. So this could be another finalist season by the Bruins. It really could be. Capitals on the other side, they have Ovechkin, Backstrom, Oshie, bringing in Mantha at the deadline, Wilson on defense, you have Schultz, Chara. Hey, look at that, former Bruin. Carlson, Orlov, Kempney for the Bruins on defense. That's the thing. The Bruins on defense is not as good. You have Zaboyle, you have Lazan, McAvoy, you have guys like that, Clifton, some guys not as good. Morgan, they brought in Mike O'Reilly too at the deadline. Curtis Lazar for forward too, very good. He's been, so you know what? A lot of teams have been picking the Bruins, but no one the Capitals. But you know what? It's hard not to pick the Bruins at this point. You know, it's just, for me, I have to go Bruins. Yep. Bruins in 7. Bruins in 7 games. I just can't. I have to pick the Bruins in 7 games. It's just hard not to. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go on to the next one. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Predators. This one I think is just this is an easy one. I think they play them pretty easy. I have it in 6 games actually. I feel like Nashville will contest them a little with the goaltending. Sauls and Rene there, for sure. But we'll see what happens. Next is the Panthers and the Lightning. I had to go with Panthers. I already said this in my preview. I don't have to talk about this much. Just watch my preview, my latest video. I have Panthers in 7 games. Alright, time to go on to the semifinal. Oh boy. Yeah. Leafs, Oilers, Avalanche, Golden Knights, Islanders, Bruins, Hurricanes, and the Panthers. Okay, let's look at the Leafs and the Oilers. For me, who has better offense? We already talked about this. Very good for both of them, man. It's tied for me. Goaltending, if Mike Smith can get on a hot streak, or Campbell, whoever gets the hotter goalie, they're going to do great. They really will. They'll surround him and just play great. But for me, I have to say this. Oilers. Yep. I had the Oilers on that one. And the Oilers I have winning. Yeah, the Oilers are moving on. Seven games for the Oilers. Yep, 7 games. I have to say, that's going to be a really, really tough one. My goodness. That's what you can see in the conference final. You see that in the semifinal. My goodness. Absolutely going to be amazing. For sure. For the Avalanche and the Golden Knights, I had the Golden Knights. Yes, Golden Knights. I just don't see how to not pick the Oilers. I mean, the Golden Knights in 7 games. Avalanche or Golden Knights, that's a 50-50 for me. I'm going to go with Golden Knights. 7 games, they go, and they win. Oh my. That's a tough one. It really is, for sure. Let's go on to the Islanders and Bruins. I have this one with the Islanders. I got Islanders in 6 games. Six games for the Islanders, yep. I got that one. I really feel like the Islanders shut down, play the defense, the goaltending, will grind it out against the Bruins. I know the Islanders haven't been that hot lately, but man, playoff hockey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Carolina and the Panthers. I got this one in 5 games. Interesting one. I want to put 5 instead of 6 or 7. Carolina, their defense, the goaltending, the offense, very, very good. I feel like Carolina just out-hits them, out-shoots them, does all those things, and eventually is going to slow down the Panthers. But congratulations, Panthers. You made it to the second round since 1996. That's a step in the right direction, for sure. And the fan base, the franchise, all that stuff. Okay, we're down to the final 4. Okay, I have the Oilers and the Golden Knights. I am going to go with, are you ready? Are you ready? The Oilers. And I got that one in 7 games. I have 6 games, 7 games, 7 games. Man, Oilers for me are playing a lot of 7 games here. That's going to be so, so good. Oilers to the final. McDavid's on fire. Draisaitl's on fire. Mike Smith is just doing a fantastic job. Down on that blue line, just being that MVP on that blue line. Absolutely. You have everyone just contributing, playing, doing a great job, and just winning. And that's what I have. And for the Islanders and the Hurricanes, I have the Islanders in 6 games. I know a lot will be mad at me for this one, upset with me, but I'm doing Islanders on this one. I'm taking a hot take here. I'm going to do Islanders in 6 games. That's going to be a really, really tough one. And I have Oilers versus the Islanders. And who wins? Oilers win in 6 games over the Islanders. I had the Oilers winning. Hey, look at that. I'm just putting out there. No one has picked the Oilers. I'm like, you know what? I'm going for the Oilers. I'm just going for them, okay? I'm going for them. There is a chance they can do it, but I just said, why not? No one's picking them. A lot of people are picking I'm picking the Golden Knights, Avalanche, Leafs, Canes, even the Bruins, Penguins too. But no one has picked the Oilers. No one has picked even the Islanders here. So I'm going with a little off the board. But yeah, who really picked out a Lightning last year? A couple, not many. Who picked the Stars going to the finals? Not many. I picked them last year to go to the finals and win the Stanley Cup. I was close, but they didn't win the Stanley Cup. So there you go. But yeah. So I just want to pick one that it's not like, everyone's thinking the Avalanche. I don't want to do that. I want to change mine up, make it realistic, and see how it goes. So thanks for watching. Let me know yours in the comments below. I will see you in the next video. Bye.